Log 80. This is something Lavya gave us. February 26th, 1:46 p.m.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's Caleb.
Caleb who?
You know, you could have just told me to come in.
And you could have just knocked instead of saying knock knock aloud. You didn't even prep a joke. Weak.
Yeah, I'll have one ready next time. How are you doing?
Great. I think I can finally tell the difference between all of the Bachelor contestants.
That's hard enough to do when you can see them.
I'm going crazy in here, Caleb. But you know, you don't have to come visit me so often.
Did the doctor say when you'll be able to be out of here?
They gave me another month, maximum.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
I know. But, Caleb, I'm just a little worried about how often you're in here.
Would you rather I left you alone?
I would rather you do something other than help Black Hat or visit me.
I'm really not in here that often.
Really? What class are you skipping right now?
Nothing. I'm not skipping class.
Don't lie to me. I helped choose your classes, remember?
Calculus?
Oh, you mean one of your hardest classes you're in this semester?
I'm doing fine. I wouldn't skip if I was at risk of failing, but I'm not going to stop visiting my sister in the hospital.
Just promise me this is the last time you're going to skip class. One of us has to stay in school.
Lavya, you're still in school. Just because you're taking the semester off doesn't mean...
I don't know what I'm going to do, Caleb. You can't treat this like a little roadblock.
It's just a semester. You can still do whatever you want with your life.
I don't know if I'll go back to school.
What do you mean?
That was terrifying, you know? To hear the rest of the legion around me and then to lose my sight. I knew it was a risk, but there were things I wanted to see.
Lavya, Black Hat, he thinks you're still a part of the Legion.
I know he does.
Well, are you?
Are you?
I mean, I think. He keeps talking about expanding and relocating and using the press and staying relevant, and I mean, how can he think about all of that right now?
He's probably just focusing on moving forward. For someone who holds grudges longer than Mom, he doesn't really like to dwell on the past.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't bother him that people died helping with something we started, that you...
Caleb, shit, just stop. You're not responsible for what happened to me. I chose to join the Legion. I believed in it just as much as you did.
Believed? Past tense?
Do you still believe in it?
I still believe in the fight for our rights, and I still believe in Julius.
You don't believe in him. You're in love with him. There's a difference.
I am not.
You've been dating him for months now, and even with everything that's happened, you're still starry-eyed every time you look at him. It doesn't take a genius.
Is it that obvious?
A little, yeah. But I'm also your sister.
Yeah, well, either way, even if I don't agree with how he's handled some things, I still believe in the Legion. We need to change some stuff, like stop the kidnappings, refocus on our mission, but I think it's important.
I think fighting for heroes' rights is important too, Caleb. But I heard them die. I can't believe that this is the right way anymore. And I can't keep risking my life.
I wouldn't ask you to.
I know. But I'm starting to think Professor Burns was right. That the safest way to survive the hero-villain scene is to get out of it as fast as we can.
And you should.
But you're not?
I can't. I don't think I can quit yet.
You trust him too much.
What, are you saying that Burns was right about Julius?
I just think that he cared more about getting revenge on Ace of Hearts than all of the other stuff he talked about, making the city safer and raising awareness about our rights, but I do really think he cares about you, Caleb.
That's not an answer.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Sorry, is this an okay time?
Oh, Ether, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. I brought you some chocolate, Lavya, as requested.
Oh, thank you. It's officially a good day.
Oh, you're welcome. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. The doctors say it'll only be a few more weeks.
Oh, that's really good, Lavya. I'm sorry I can't stay longer. I'm actually just swinging by before my class, so I've got to go.
We'll see you later then?
Yeah, for sure.
Bye, Ether.
Bye, Caleb. Wait, aren't you also in this class?
Oh, Organic Kim? With Johnson?
Yeah.
Is that now?
Yeah, I'm actually running late.
Caleb, you're not skipping another class.
I don't want to leave you.
You promised.
I didn't actually.
Caleb, go to class.
We can walk together if you want someone to walk with.
Yeah, all right. Give me a second to grab my bag.
Okay. See you later, Lavya.
Bye.
So, Lavya is your sister?
well, stepsister technically, but yeah. My mom and her dad got together when we were pretty young, though.
I used to wish all the time that I had siblings. I'm an only child, but I spent at least like half my life at Scarlett's, and they have like a dozen siblings. It was so loud, and I loved that.
How long have you known Scarlett?
My whole life.
Really?
Yeah, we were next door neighbors.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
How did you and Black Hat meet?
We didn't meet until sophomore year on the internet. It was kind of one of those fast friend things, just clicked. How do you know him?
Black Hat?
Yeah.
He hasn't told you?
Well, I know that something happened, obviously, but he doesn't really talk about it.
We, for a while, at the beginning of being villains, we used to pull some jobs together. We were kind of like work friends, but then he started to adopt some of the more extremist ideas that he's got today. Like, he set a fire at one of our jobs, and I had to jump out of a second-story window. Scarlett never really forgave him after that, but I don't know. He got arrested, and I broke him out. I'd kind of been close with him for a while there. We used to be, well, back then we were both just trying to survive, to get an education. There weren't really talks about rights or politics at all, but he pinned the blame on us for the fire, and things just kind of spiraled.
Why is he so angry with you?
Well, we teamed up with the Baron. Do you remember her?
Yeah, I may not have been involved in the hero villain scene back then, but it was hard to go outside and not hear about her.
Yeah, well, we teamed up with her to try and get him arrested, but we fucked it up, and he escaped, and he outed her, and she outed him, and it wasn't really part of the plan, but in the end, we tricked him, and he was forced to live on the run for a while there. I think you know most of the rest.
Didn't you ever think that maybe he was going to do the right thing? Had the right idea about it, at least?
Of course it did. It's hard, right? Wanting to make a difference, wanting to make the world safer, to protect the kids just like you. Kids shouldn't have to grow up afraid of who they are or hear about themselves talked about in a political debate in class. So you just start thinking, I would do anything to change this except for the fact that they're not listening to you. They don't care what you have to say. So sometimes you have to think that someone's going to have to paint that message in blood, and you don't want it to be the kids' blood, right?
Don't get me wrong, but I didn't really think you cared about it.
Yeah, figures. I do agree with Black Hat on some of his stuff. Hell, half of what he's saying might come from me, from whenever we did talk about stuff like this. But he went too far, threatened my friends. Makes it a bit easier to see the cost of all this.
You'd think Julius would realize it too.
It's hard to care about costs when you've got nothing to lose.
He does have some stuff to lose. He's got me, and he's... Maybe the Black Hat you know lost everything, but the Julius I know, the Legion, we're his friends. Lavya was his friend. Or, well, He's been kind of a dick recently, but I don't know.
I think I get it. At least a little.
I really don't see how you could.
You don't want to get him hurt. You're not even willing to risk it. But he's willing to risk you, at least theoretically. You know, I wanted to leave town at the beginning of last semester. I knew it was only a matter of time until the Legion made their stand, and I wanted Scarlett and I to be somewhere safe. To get out. Scarlett, though, they weren't going to leave.
It's weird that everything turned out this way. It could have been so different.
If we'd left?
If you'd left, if Julius hadn't been kicked out of school, if I'd met you before I met him, there's a lot that could have been different.
Come on, we're gonna be late for class.
Hey, Lavya.
Valentine, how are you?
I'm good, and I brought dinner.
You know, you might just be the best thing that's ever happened to me.
God, if I'd known food was all it took, I would have brought you a burger the first time I saw you at the paper.
Oh, come on. I'm not that easy. Although, if I'd spent most of the last month on hospital food.
Maybe we would have asked each other out sooner.
Yeah, can you imagine? If we'd started dating even just a few months earlier, I probably would have told you about the Legion, and then you would have known everything. You might have been able to stop everything.
Hey, you can't know that.
It's just, I keep thinking about how it all could have gone so differently.
Thinking about that shit will drive you crazy.
I know, but I can't help it, and it feels like it happened forever ago. I was sitting outside that warehouse, nervous about a second date, and telling you I was asexual, and then Ace just...
I know, Lavya. I know.
Why are you still here, Valentine? I mean, we had one date, but you still came when I called you from the hospital. You don't have to take care of me and bring me dinner, and you can leave if you want. Don't feel guilty.
Hey, I don't. I don't want to leave. I want to be here, not out of guilt or obligation. I care about you. Even if we hadn't started dating before the fight, we're friends. I would want you to be here if I were in your place.
Okay. Yeah. I would be here for you too, Valentine, if you asked me.
Of course. And I want to take care of you. I want to help you out, protect you as much as a nerdy journalist without powers can, as long as you'll let me.
Okay. But only if you let me protect you too.
Sounds like a deal. Here, do you want your fries?
Of course. Hey, could I get Professor Burns' number from you?
Yeah, what for?
She came and talked to Caleb and I the other week, and some of the stuff she said, it stuck with me. I just want to talk to her again.
Yeah, I think she'd like that. She's probably gonna try and convince you to quit the Legion, though.
She won't need to. I've already decided. I'm done.
Whoa, have you told Caleb and Black Cat?
Well, Caleb knows, but Black Hat doesn't. Not yet.
Okay, well, I support you. Not gonna lie, this makes you much easier to protect.
I don't need that much protection, you know.
I know, but thank you for letting me protect you anyways.
Anything for you, Valentine Wilder.
Hey, Julius, I need to talk to you.
Sure thing, just give me a second to clean this up.
Wait, what are you looking at?
Just some police files. Nightshade was just taken into custody.
What? How? We didn't turn them in.
Well, we did give the police their identity to ensure that they kept their promise, remember?
We did?
Yep, we always did.
I don't remember that.
Well, that doesn't matter anymore. It's not our problem.
But we're the ones that told the police who they were?
But the police wouldn't have arrested them unless they slipped up.
Slipped up?
Yeah. If they stayed in hiding, they wouldn't have to worry at all.
Hiding? But why didn't they just skip town, make a new identity?
It's not that easy to just make a new identity, trust me. Not everyone has the money for that, not like the Baron. Not everyone has the power to do it themselves like me, going from Julius Rosen to Julius Smith. But I still don't have the money to just leave town.
So, what? They've just been hiding from the law this whole time?
I guess.
We might as well have just turned them in if they had no way to start a new life.
Hey, we didn't tell them to become villains, all right? They could have gotten arrested and unmasked at any point during their career.
Well, still, that sucks.
Yep. Looks like they broke their promise anyway, though, because they were picked up robbing a casino. They knew the risks of that, and they did it anyway.
Julius, do you ever realize all the risks we're taking?
But the police aren't looking for us. We're registered as heroes.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about them. Half the Legion is dead, and Lavya is going to be blind for the rest of her life. We're fighting fire with fire, literally. Since we've been using my power more recently, and soon people are going to stop holding back. Look what happened to Ace. Aren't you worried?
That's part of the deal. The movement is growing, but we knew from the start it wasn't going to be easy.
I know, but we could die, and I'm scared that I'll lose. I have some concerns.
Caleb, it's not... I'm scared too. But it's worth it, isn't it? What we're doing, it's important. It's more important than anything else going on right now.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
All right. Well, I think I'm done for today. I mean, do you wanna go watch a movie?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Hey. Oh, Scarlett. Hey, how did you...
I still have a key.
Oh, right, I forgot. I guess I made you one, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Well, Valentine just told me, apparently Nightshade was arrested.
Oh, shit, well, that sucks, but what does that have to do with you showing up in my lab after months of freezing me out?
They were our friend. We used to do jobs with them back in freshman year. All they were doing was trying to survive.
And?
Ether, we need to get them out. We have to do it together.
Why? We're not doing anything else together.
Well, neither of us can do it on our own. And this whole thing is just ridiculous. Like it or not, we're still tied up together. We can't just go our separate ways. No matter what, we're still Ace of Hearts.
Don't.
Fine, whatever. I don't care what names we use. Ace, Hearts, Mirage, Hemlock, whatever the fuck. We're stuck together, no matter what we feel.
And how do you feel about me, Scarlett, after everything?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
I miss you.
But do you forgive me?
What you did can't be forgiven, Ether. Of course I don't forgive you, but I can forget. We need to just forget and move past it. We need to move on.
Scarlett, no, we can't just... What are you even talking about? You want to just move past the fact that I killed people? That I killed people for you and you hate me for it?
I don't hate you.
And that was supposed to convince me.
Fine, okay, maybe I do. Just a little bit. But you murdered them, Ether. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. The only way to get past it is just pretending it never happened.
No, I can't live like that, Scarlett. I can't just pretend that didn't happen, and I can't work with you just pretending not to hate me. I can't... It changed me. I can't just... Things can't just go back to the way they were. I'm sorry, but I can't live your lie.
God, you're so... What do you want from me?
Right now, I want you out of my lab.
What?
Bye, Scarlett. I'll see you around.
Ether.
No. I'm not sure what you think you're doing, but it's not working. Either you're leaving or I am.
Fine, I guess I should have guessed you get pissy about it.
Now. Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening. Ace of Hearts is written and produced by Sarah Leah and Shelby MC, who voiced Scarlett and Ether respectively. Jorgon is voiced by Asher Augustine. Lady Lightning is played by Shivangi Sikri. Black Cat is voiced by Lucas Smith. Valentine is voiced by Carly Diem. Valentine is voiced by Carly Diem, who's also our production manager. You can find us at aceofhearts-official on Tumblr or aceofheartspod on Twitter. Our email is emailaceofhearts@gmail.com. Remember to share us with your friends because that's how we can keep making this show. And thank you all for being such Ace listeners.